Hi guys, and welcome in. Welcome back to No Deal All Grind, where independent artists learn how to move like CEOs without signing their masters away. Today's episode is for the artists who say, I just need more money to blow up. Let me challenge that. You don't need more money. You need better money management. So today we're talking about artist-friendly budgeting habits, where to spend, where to save, and how to track your growth like a real label would. Because if you want label level results, you have to operate with label level structure. So let's get into it. So the mindset shift. You are the label. So here's the truth. Major labels don't just throw money around. They allocate budgets strategically, track ROI, which is rate on investment, analyze data, forecast releases, and cut losses fast. Independent artists often spend emotionally, chase trends, overspend on visuals, underspend on marketing, and avoid tracking numbers. So if you're independent, you are the A&R, the marketing department, the finance department, and the CEO. That means every dollar needs an assignment. So let's build habits that do not kill creativity. First, we want to separate our business and our personal money. This is the foundation. Open a separate bank account for your music income, show payments, merch revenue, and streaming deposits. And when business and personal money mix, that's when clarity disappears. Pay yourself a percentage, not randomly. Instead of spending everything, use a simple structure. 50% reinvest into music, 30% save, and 20% pay yourself. Adjust this as needed, but always reinvest that money. And then plan releases 90 days out. Labels don't wake up and drop songs. They budget months ahead for recording, mixing, cover art, marketing, visuals, and distribution. If you're dropping next week with no promo plan or rollout strategy, that's not a strategy, that's hope. So budget per release, not per month. Every song is a product. Create a budget sheet per release. So for example, recording $300, mix and master $250, cover art $100, ads $500, video $800. Your total investment comes to about $1950. And then ask yourself, how many streams, shows, or merch sales do I need to break even? That's business. So let's talk smart investments. First, let's talk about marketing and ads. Artists overspend on videos and underspend on promotion. You don't need a $5,000 video if you can't afford $500 in ads. Distribution without marketing is a hobby. Number two, bad audio kills repeat listens. Invest in sound before visuals. A clean record travels further than a flashy one. And then third, branding and content. This includes professional photos, consistent cover art style, social media visuals. Brand clarity builds trust. Number four, email list and fan ownership. Spend on website hosting, email software, CRM tools, because streams can disappear, but owned fans don't. All right, where to save? Stop bleeding out money. Now, let's protect your budget. First, stop unnecessary studio time. If you're prepared, you don't need 10 hours right before you record. Number two, overpriced features. Paying for clout without strategy. That's gambling. If you pay for a feature, ask, are they promoting? Is there audience overlap? Is there measurable upside? So basically, are they promoting their music already? Does their audience overlap with yours? And is their measurables in good standing, basically? Okay. So with this, you just want to make sure that you are asking the necessary questions and connecting with and collaborating with the correct people because you wouldn't want to um you wouldn't want to collab with a country artist if your song is rap, right? Because the two audiences might not necessarily clash together or overlap. You might not want to collab with somebody who doesn't promote their own stuff, right? Because if they're not promoting, then how are they going to help you? Because they're not doing anything with their own. They have to be able to promote, right? So there's a few things that you want to ask yourself anytime that you are trying to get a feature with somebody or collab with somebody on anything. You just want to make sure that everything is going to line up together. Now, I'm not saying that you can't do a country rap song because it's been done. But the fact is you just want to make sure that everything is going to line up and the promoting, the visuals and everything is going to coincide together seamlessly. Okay? Um and then third, excess merch inventory. So don't order 500 shirts without the demand from 500 customers. If you have 10 fans that you know will buy from you, then only purchase 10 shirts, right? Test small batches first. And then fake promo and bots. If someone promises guaranteed 50,000 streams, run the other way. Fake numbers destroy your algorithm trust. Okay, so I see that a lot when doing promotions on like Instagram and stuff like that. You'll do a promo with one, and then you'll get a whole bunch of followers, and these followers will start messaging you, asking you to send the post to them, and they're guaranteeing you like 30,000 new followers. That's not true. They can't guarantee you anything. Okay, so always run the other way with those. All right. And then tracking progress like a label. So this is where most indie artists fall short. You cannot grow what you do not measure. Track your monthly listeners, your conversion rate, listeners to followers, cost per stream, which is ad spend divided by streams, or what you spent on ads divided by how many streams you got, and then email list growth, show revenue, and merch profit. So create a simple spreadsheet. Every month ask, did this release make money or lose money? Did my fan base grow? And did engagement increase? The three questions labels always ask: what did we spend? What did we earn? And what did we learn? If you can answer those consistently, you're building leverage. So budgeting for longevity, not hype. Hype fades. Catalog compounds. Instead of chasing viral moments, build assets. Multiple singles, evergreen content, repeatable ad campaigns, strong back catalog. The goal isn't to look rich. The goal is to stay funded. And then building a sustainable growth model. So here's the blueprint: release, market, track, adjust, repeat. Instead of release, hope, drop again, broke. Budgeting isn't restriction, it's freedom. When you know your numbers, you move confidently, you negotiate smarter, you avoid bad deals, and you scale intentionally. So here are the final gems. Let's recap. So separate your business money, reinvest consistently, budget per release, spend on sound and marketing, avoid emotional spending, track your rate on investment monthly, and you don't need a label. You need discipline, because behind every hit record is a smart financial decision. If this episode helped you, like, share it with another independent artist who needs structure in their grind, and comment. Make sure you subscribe to No Deal All Grind. And remember, we don't chase deals, we build businesses. See you guys on the next episode.